Well, good afternoon and welcome to number 2 of my little vlogs. Here we are, sat beginning of February, and it's been a quite frustrating month as January. Last vlog you saw me sort of finish off at Aysgarth Falls, which was magnificent. After that we had a week just outside York. Popped into York to do some of the sights, and then had a little ride up the coast to Whitby, a couple of nights in Sewerby, came back down, had a lovely evening with Charles and Vivian at Greengrass, and then came to park up at Mike's on Inglemire Lane in Hull, ready for a doctor's appointment, which was fine. The following day the van was due in to the Fiat garage in Hull to have a gearbox software update, and of the morning I drove it off to Jordan's. The reversing camera stopped working, and driving a 7-metre motorhome without a reversing camera, with no idea where the back of the van is pretty interesting, in not a good way. So since then it's been something of a battle with Wanderhome South Cave, who supplied the vehicle. They've simply said that it's an Adria motorhome problem. The camera has failed and they've got to get a new one from Adria. Adria have said that the earliest they can get me a camera is April, which is just ridiculous. This is a £100 camera, and they're saying that I can't get one till April. So I've been speaking with Fiat themselves, a really nice guy called John at Jordan's in Hull, who has said basically that there are dozens of cameras that will fit this motorhome and link to the Fiat head unit. So he's going to take a look over the next couple of days, and we will simply order a camera to be fitted to the van. I'll then send the bill to Wanderhome and see whether Wanderhome or Adria fancies picking up the bill. I've told them that the van is not fit for purpose as it stands, and if I've got to wait till April, perhaps they'd like to loan me another van. Surprisingly, they've been very quiet on that front, keeping their heads down, hoping I'll go away, which for those of you that know me is just not something I'm going to do. You know, we've got a very expensive motorhome and my travels have been curtailed because of a little camera. But anyway, we will get that sorted. The plan is to get that fitted within the next week or so. Everything else then is in order. One of the big jobs I've had done, which I'll put a couple of little videos up about, is I took the van off and got it ceramic coated, which amazing process. Deep clean the van, polish the van out for any imperfections, and then applied this ceramic coating, which is incredible. I mean, it has rained since it was coated and the water literally runs off. It just cannot stick. It comes with a 7-year warranty, as long as once or twice a year when I come back to Hull, I've got to take it into his unit. He will wash it, reapply the coating to give it a top up, and if we do that and look after it, as I say, this coating should last up to 7 years. Really pleased with the guy that did it, and would recommend him to anybody to really protect the van. So anyway, that's done. Get the camera sorted, and then the next big plan is that we're going to drive down south Maybe call in and see one or two people on the way down. Possibly go and see Demi down in the Bristol area. Possibly cousin John. And then I'm going to jump on the ferry from Newhaven to Dieppe. Spend a little bit of time travelling down the coastline of France, mainly because it means I can have a bit of nice seafood. Fairly leisurely journey, not going to rush. I think it'll very much depend on the weather. If the weather's good, then it'll be nice and gentle. If the weather is awful, then we'll head down towards Spain a little bit quicker. Again, depending on weather, I would love to do the northern coast of Spain, San Sebastian, Bilbao, all along that coastline. The food is supposed to be amazing, and it's not somewhere I've ever been before. And then the choices arise. I may drive for a change through Portugal, down to the southern coast, down towards the Costas. May decide to go through the middle of Spain, into Rioja. Probably miss out Madrid, because I think it'll just be too busy. The Costas themselves in Spain seem to be incredibly busy. I've looked at one or two campsites and it's very, very difficult to find anywhere that's got any space. But anyway, we'll have a little play and see where we get to. I'm not that bothered about getting right down into the coast in Spain. Again, having had the house there for many years, I know the area, I've been there, I've done that. So it might be quite nice to stay upwards of Seville, Granada, go there again, because I've only spent a couple of days in those places, and just enjoy the weather and the culture. And then the sort of big journey after that is, because of the 90-day Schengen rule, I'm not really think I'm going to just drive straight back to the UK and do the Irish trip. I think I shall probably get the ferry from Spain, pop over to Morocco. There's a lot of people on Facebook doing group trips, which is nice just for a bit of security, going with someone that's been before. And yeah, spend a couple of weeks, well, probably a couple of months touring Morocco. Just seems an incredible place to go, very exciting. And then we'll wander back and come back for the summer. I've got a festival in the end of June, beginning of July, with Charles and Carla and the children, up near Malton. So looking forward to that. Great to catch up with everybody. And then I think it'll be either pop up Scotland, North Coast 500, over to see possibly Sue in Orkney, and do the Orkney and Shetland. Maybe come down the west coast, Isle of Skye, and then of course the big trip is into Southern Ireland, Irish coast, down to Limerick where the Ryans came from, and that seems to be a fantastic trip, and that hopefully will take me into the autumn, and then again decisions as to whether to stay around in the UK or drive back down towards the sunshine, possibly having booked something in advance ready for some winter sun next year. So that's enough of me waffling for today. I'll put a few little photos and a couple of videos up of where I've been and what I've been doing over the last month. Hope you've enjoyed this update, and look forward to seeing you on the next one. As you can see, it looks absolutely fantastic. Polished out all the imperfections, and it's got an absolutely gorgeous sheen on it. So hopefully it will stay like this for some time.